Hey everyone, it is Havel High here, bringing you a different video. This Disney versus Pixar bracket has gone viral, and I got caught up in it. I'm a big movie fan. I know this channel has been based off of Dragon Ball and Dokkan Battle, but I've done some movie reviews, trailer reviews, things of that nature, and I just got caught up in it. I'm a huge sports fan as well. I love brackets, and March Madness is going on right now, so I wanted to go through my bracket with you guys. Tell me what you guys think, and comment below if you guys want to do one and tell me who your winner of this bracket is. That would be great as well. So let's kind of get started here. We're gonna go kind of quick, try to go quick play by play. Starting on the left hand side, which is the Disney side, and that's starting with Lion King and Tarzan. This was no doubt Lion King was going to take this spot here versus Tarzan. You have Princess of the Frog and Lilo and Stitch. I thought Lilo and Stitch was just a slightly better movie. I like the kind of the creativity, the brand new character in Stitch. I like that a lot there. The next one, I would think it's an upset because Tangled is above Big Hero 6, but I love Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 is a comic book movie. It actually plays more like a Pixar movie than a Disney movie, and it's an amazing flick. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Tangle's a good movie as well, retelling stories of Disney, but Big Hero 6 took that spot there. The next one, I call it the matchup amongst songs, because you have two songs that get stuck in your head. With Frozen and Moana. I just think Moana is just an overall better movie. I enjoyed it a lot more than Frozen, but I know there's a lot of people that would disagree with that. So that one was a tough matchup. The next one was probably my toughest decision, and because I love both movies, and that's Aladdin versus Hercules. And I picked Aladdin because just really the portrayal of the genie by the late great Robin Williams really took it over the top there. So then you have Little Mermaid and Pocahontas. This was a tough one, very close call here. I think Little Mermaid edges out Pocahontas. This right here, for some reason, was put together. Zootopia versus Mulan. Mulan crushes Zootopia. So, strangely enough, I don't know why they put that together. And so I have Mulan going forward there. Beauty and the Beast versus Nightmare Before Christmas was a very, very interesting matchup. You got the classic versus Nightmare Before Christmas, was in my opinion, a movie ahead of its time. With stop motion animation and things of that nature. Tim Burton. I was going to give it to Nightmare Before Christmas, but I went with chalk here, and I went with Beauty and the Beast on the Disney side. So that is the first round on the Disney side. The Pixar side, movie is Up versus Brave is the first matchup. No doubt about it. Up is one of my favorite Pixar movies over Brave. Sorry, Brave. Toy Story versus Toy Story 2 was an interesting matchup. A lot of people think Toy Story 2 is a better movie, but I went with the OG Toy Story. Moving on there. Coco versus Cars 2. Coco, no doubt about it. That was easy matchup there. Toy Story 3 and The Good Dinosaur is very interesting because The Good Dinosaur was a great movie, and Toy Story 3 is the kind of the finale of the Toy Story trilogy. I went with T3 just because of how strong Toy Story is in the Pixar franchise, and it was a great movie. So The Bug's Life versus Ratatouille was very, very interesting here. Ratatouille is one of my favorite Pixar movies. I love food, and I'm a big foodie, so I went with Ratatouille over the OG Bug's Life, one of the first Pixar movies back in the day. Then you have Nemo versus Inside Out. Nemo, in my opinion, crushes Inside Out. I thought Inside Out was a good movie, but Nemo definitely better all around there. Monster Inc. versus Cars. I think this is also a mismatch. Cars was okay, but Monsters Inc., Billy Crystal, the crew, Monsters Inc., masterpiece when it comes to a Pixar movie. Here's where probably my really biggest upset is probably Incredibles versus WALL-E here. I went with WALL-E because of the movie in itself, the message that it provides. Both actually has a message with the heroes, being forgotten and not important anymore with the Incredibles versus WALL-E, where the human race got so lazy that they destroyed the Earth. So I went with WALL-E. I thought that was just a movie that spoke to me a lot more. So that is the first round. That's going to take the longest, of course. We're going to move on to the second round, move things a little bit quicker here. Lion King versus Little Stitch. Lion King is the king for a reason. Lion King moves on. Big Hero 6 versus Moana. Both great movies. Like I said before, I'm a big fan of Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 takes the cake cake there. Aladdin versus Little Mermaid. Robin Williams still is the genie that keeps on providing wishes, and he's wished on Aladdin to move on. Mulan versus the Beauty and the Beast. I actually like Mulan better. Um a lot more, of course, action packed. Have little war scenes there versus Beauty and the Beast, which is it is a story. What is it? A story. Throughout time. I forgot what the main statement is on there, but excuse me. Mulan does move on for the Disney side. So on the Pixar side, Up versus OG Toy Story. This was very, very difficult. I love both movies, but Up takes the cake. I just love Up. It's a great, great movie, telling that story. One of the saddest scenes of any movie. There's a lot of movies on here that didn't make it to the bracket, by the way. Talk about sad scenes, and in my mind, just thinking about Bambi, right? So, but Up has definitely one of the saddest scenes in the beginning of that movie. Coco versus T3, you gotta go T3. Coco is a newer movie, fantastic movie, but the ending of the trilogy for the Toy Story moves on. I had to at least have one of the Toy Stories move on to the Elite Eight, is what we call it here. So, and Ratatouille versus Nemo, man, I was like, what would I watch over and over again? And I went with Ratatouille because I've watched Ratatouille over and over again. So it beat out Nemo, but just by a hair. Monsters Inc. versus Wall-E. Monster Inc. is a monster. It's a great movie, and so Monsters Inc. Passes through Wall-E there. So let's look at the final four. The final four ends up being Lion King over Big Hero 6. This is very difficult for me, but if I'm filling out the bracket to my heart, and Lion King, I went with Chalk. Chalk beat out Big Hero 6, even though, once again, I love Big Hero 6. Then you have Aladdin versus Mulan. Aladdin again takes the cake, passes over Mulan there. Up goes down the line. Like I said, one of my favorite movies in Up, and then Ratatouille goes down the line there. So I don't know where the seeds are, but it seems like I kind of went with a little chalk here. And ending up in the final game, we have Lion King versus Up, with Lion King winning it all. Yes, it's probably Lion King was the number one seed. And I think Lion King's a masterpiece. Not only is it a great movie, it's a fantastic Broadway show. They're making a live action that sounds incredible. Has one of the best soundtracks of all time. And so that is my Disney versus Pixar. Kind of went with chalk here, but tell me what your thoughts are. I want to know who you picked as the number one, and hopefully they come up with some sort of anime or something of that nature here. Maybe I'll make like a Dragon Ball one of these or something. So anyway, with that, guys, keep on dokoning. We'll catch you next time. Later.